I remember I saw a video once, it was an interview or something about Nikola Tesla, and when they asked him like how did he get all those innovations, he said like he had a notebook right next to his bed, and every time he woke up, he opened the notebook and there was something written on it, and then he just followed the instructions and invented or rather discovered new science stuff.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like there's a bunch of library or just the Akashic records that you can get access to, you know? You can tap in, like you take this out of it and then you're just switching, like you're switching the reality, switching the dimensions, you're just switching everything and just experiencing, and you're experiencing it all through this one soul, you know? And the soul is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
What's up, besties? Peace, love, and power to the people. Giving thanks for another episode. You know, we're just sitting here and making our dreams come true. How are you doing, King Conscious? Welcome to another episode.
Hey guys, this life is a movie, man. This life is really a movie, and I wish everyone would be their own superstar. So right now I feel like I'm the superstar of my own movie. I'm living my best life. I'm creating my best life. I'm being just me. Unapologetically, authentically.
Wonderful.
And I'm really doing great, and I'm looking forward for this episode, man.
Yeah.
It's really been a long time.
We're just gonna share our experiences and our views and enjoy the view you're having right now, because you can tell the fits are on point.
Hey, look at those earrings, man. Look at those earrings.
Shout out to my sister Amy. She got me those dragonfly earrings, and I just hooked them into my hoops. Giving visionary, just like I did my nails. Yeah, check me out.
You know, guys, the universe is really working in mysterious ways. Yesterday, Lizzie forgot to bring back this box to Amazon. Not Amazon, ASOS.
Yeah, I forgot to return my package that I ordered.
And in this package was this top.
Yeah, this...
It's really a top.
Yeah, you mean this pink thingy. And I was so upset because I didn't plan on keeping it. And I really started hating it, even though I had no other reason than to keep it. Because due to the policy, I couldn't return it. I was overdue. So today I was like, you know what I really love doing is doing a podcast. There are most times my happiest memories. So I'm like, okay, if I bring in this top into this memory, I'm gonna start loving it. If I gonna rewatch the episode one day and I'll be like, oh, and I wore this top, that's why I love this top, you know? So I was
just
like,
alchemizing the situation.
I was like, let me put this on, and the fit is amazing.
Yeah, it really is marvelous.
Thank you so much.
Legendary fit with the glasses. Ooh.
I can only give that back, really, legends. So I thought today, because for me, this podcast really has been a practice to open and balance my throat chakra, meaning it was kind of hard for me to speak and not overthink and not have anxiety. And the more I have been recording these podcasts with you, the easier it gets for me to just speak freely, and it also comes with being confident and speaking your truth. And what I really would love to share with you guys before we start is these healing affirmations that I'm gonna speak out now. So we got them set so I can affirm them for myself for this conversation. So affirm, I speak up for myself. I express myself with clarity and confidence. When I speak, I do not back away from what is true. I express my gratitude towards life. If you like them, write them down and recite them daily, and I will promise you it's gonna do something.
Powerful affirmations. Thank you.
Не за что. Пожалуйста.
Спасибо. Hey guys, this life is so amazing, man. You can do so many things. It's like a game. You can play so many games at the same time. And right now I'm trying to play this game to talk Russian, to speak Russian, because I just love languages, man. I love to speak Japanese. I love to speak English, German, French sometimes, my mother language, Ewe, and I just love to learn languages. So her mother language is Russian, so I'm doing my best.
Thank you so much. It's really uplifting to be able to speak your mother language with your loved one, your partner.
It's very connecting.
Yeah, even if it's just a few words, it will really make someone feel more like family to you.
Yeah, safe. Especially like when you talk with other family members, they just feel appreciated, They'll be like,
My man.
Yeah.
like one time when she was in my home, my dad, what was the word? He taught you something.
Yeah, I don't remember.
And she spoke it so perfectly like it was her mother language, but I was like, okay, okay, let's go. Hey, that was legend.
Yeah.
That was legend. That's the thing, man. When you appreciate every culture, yeah, it's just so nice, It gives you this freedom that we are able to experience right now, to embrace and experience so many different cultures at the same time. Like 500 years ago, it wasn't that possible. You couldn't travel and just meet this person and that, and hi, I'm from Russia. Okay, I'm from Ecuador. I'm from here. I'm from there. Like, it was very, very rare, I think, that you saw people from other cultures or other continents or other countries, whatever. So yeah.
Yeah, we must be our ancestors' biggest dreams then, I guess. And I'm curious what our descendants are gonna experience, where they'll be like, that's crazy, our grandparents didn't experience that, and they're talking about us. I can't imagine that, but yeah. I think it's so amazing because it shows you the layers of the multidimensionality about reality, like
Exactly.
how every single person experiences a completely different reality based on their culture, their surroundings, where they grow up. So to teach each other and to let each other tap into those realities, it's creating a beautiful, deep connection.
Yes. It's really like, you even get, I don't know, you kind of also get connected to yourself more, like not only to the other person or to the other partner, but you're also just discovering new sensations, new experiences within yourself. So you get to know the others and you get to know yourself more. It's just a beautiful thing.
So what have you been up to, King Conscious, lately?
Hey. The last days, they're kind of bittersweet, For example, right now, while we're recording this, we are in the mid of the autumn or the fall, and the days are getting shorter and shorter and shorter, man. Sorry.
It's getting colder too.
Yeah, it's getting colder. It's getting shorter. Like, you're kind of forced to
Inside.
to stay inside and to stay awake longer, because you just, I don't know, it kind of feels like you want to experience something. Because even though we experience a lot in the nighttime, it kind of is the daytime which makes the day count,
You mean the nighttime is our daytime, kind of?
Yeah, like we're trying to gain more of that what we couldn't have of the day.
In the night?
The night.
Really? Because the day was so short, you mean?
Yeah. Like the sun goes down 7 p.m. and in the middle of the winter it's gonna be 3 p.m. like in Berlin,
Yeah,
or
that's
3:30 or something. Like,
yeah, that's very.
I probably think in Scandinavian countries it's much more
a lot
earlier, or
dark a lot of the day.
but still it's kind of heavy.
Yeah, I definitely feel it. Like my whole daily schedule looks completely different when it's winter time. I feel like I'm a completely different person. Like winter Lizzo and summer Lizzo, they're not the same, because even when they're both part of me, but they're not the same, because the other one is constantly cold, has to wear 5 layers to go outside and plan like 10 minutes extra to get dressed just to get something from outside. And winter me is like head out and fuck around and find out.
The last days, we stood up very long and we had a great time, but a couple of days ago, I kind of had like a breakdown again when I meditated here. You remember? Like when we've been to a trip to Düsseldorf, had a great time there, and then came back and I was just like, I'm feeling something within me. And I tapped in so deeply into my shadow self, into my lower self, by releasing, by crying, but it was so profound because, I don't know, I felt so connected to the world, but also to myself in just not a positive way, but in a negative way. You know what I mean? So
You tapped into the collective shadow and
yeah,
also your own shadow.
yeah. And that was so funny and interesting because to me, it seems like everything that is happening in the world right now is really obviously because I experienced it with myself. I saw that how this oppression thing and being oppressed by someone and not speaking your truth and stuff like is being reflected within me. So I just felt this connection, this deeper connection to what is happening right now. And I think I'm not the only one who is experiencing this right now.
Yeah, I definitely know that we are going through shifts as a collective and going through similar emotions as a collective, especially during times like those where it's getting dark earlier. It's like the shadow comes out earlier, you know. In summer, everything is just fun, you know. The night is short, hot, and sweet, you know. Nothing to dig around there because most of the day you're outside having fun. But that's not possible in the shadow season, like right now. You're inside and you're really forced to sit with yourself, and you realize a lot that you was able to suppress during the summertime. But now that summer is over, you're like, oh wow, like I didn't look at that at all because I was really caught up with some bullshit.
So winter is like, is winter the spiritual boot camp of life?
Absolutely, like for me, 100%.
Oh shit. The winter is just.
Yeah, last year you was so funny to just go away and leave me alone for 6
Hey, last
weeks.
year I really lived the best life, man. I just been in Togo in the sun 5 weeks during the winter, and it was really great. And we actually planned to do this year together because, like, winter in Berlin is a whole nother number to me.
Yeah, it's a different story.
Of course, depends. Like, there are colder places, but to me, it's just so dark and dense. Really, it's demon time.
It's demon time.
The demons come out.
The vampires, they love the dark.
Bloodsuckers.
That's why I actively say, like, to the room that I'm in, I'm like, there is no bad spirit invited here. I speak out the frequency and the spiritual authority over my sacred space, because there is a lot of demons around. But I'm like, because I'm also noticing my dreams are having a way darker feel lately, and sometimes terrible and horrific, that I didn't sign up for. So you really gotta protect yourself and say, you know what, like, I invite the high vibrating spirits to help me and guide me. Like, I understand the assignment, I'm ready for the assignment, I take responsibility, I'll be vulnerable and accountable to get through this. And you know, next summer, like, these glow ups I'm having during the summer because of the work I put in the winter, it's worth it. Because then in the summertime, it's really execution time, but the dark time of the winter really bears a big opportunity to rest digest, sit with yourself, and also see where you want to go, readjust. And sometimes this will take you further than hustling a whole year, you know? People don't understand that rest and sitting with yourself, journaling, reflecting, asking yourself what is even going on instead of just fucking it away, drinking it away, smoking it away. It can be a beautiful experience, you know. I have found for myself this year, because I was so sick and tired of German winter all my life. I've been here and I'm so tired, and I'm telling myself I want to get away so bad, but this is exactly where I have to ask myself, what am I running from? And what do I still have to befriend about the winter? Like, why do I reject it so much? And I found out to just befriend your darkness.
Yes. You once said, I don't know if it was in an episode of ours or in a live talk, whatever. You once said that you're befriending demons. And I just thought, like, when people hear this term befriending demons, they're probably going to think something. But that was just a perfect example of what it means, like, to befriend your demons, or to befriend a demon, like, to get in control and also in connection with this energy, because a demon is just a very dark and dense energy or something, or a darker energy than a lighter one. So when you're working with dark energy, you're working with the dark energy of yourself. You're working with the dark entity that is within you.
Intrusive thoughts, and look at them and like not shy away from them,
Yeah.
not judge yourself for thinking them, and like asking yourself, what is even behind those thoughts? What emotions are behind those creepy aspects about myself?
A good friend of mine once told me that emotions are also being created through thoughts, because in my mind I always thought like emotions are popping up, but sometimes it's really the different approach. Sometimes emotions creates thoughts, but sometimes also thoughts creates emotions, because you start to think and think and think, and then you're getting afraid. So you kind of soaking this energy through opening your field, you know. Through these dark thoughts, some people are believing these demons, some people are believing these energies, and then they're committing dark crimes or atrocities or whatever.
Yeah. They are possessed.
Yeah. And I feel like the hero can only be as strong as the villain, you know? That's why, like, there are really, really great and strong villains out there right now. And it's our responsibility to befriend those energies, to know how to
look them in the face and tell them, I know who you are, bro. I know what you're doing. And if I was you, I would do the same. But I'm not. And you need an exorcism too. It's crazy because I want to share with you guys. I just remembered my dream from last night. And I already told you, Kossi, I had a dream where I was in a relationship with someone who is a drug addict. This is not something that I have personally experienced in this lifetime, but I still did, just in an astral. Like, I have seen it, I have felt it, what it's like. And it was very hard to watch because it was my romantic partner in the dream. And he was very abusive in a way that I saw the good person in him. I saw his purity and I was in love with it. But the entities that he was possessed by, they were too intense. Like, I remember there were situations where he gripped my arm and like hurt me and didn't let me go, and like he was tripping, he was having seizures and shit.
Crazy.
And I remember in the dream, I was trying to help him to fight his demons, because when he was not taking drugs, there was a situation where he started having seizures, and I was telling him, look those feelings in the eye, look them in the eye, and I was saying, you can do it.
How long was the dream?
Um,
How long was the dream world in your dream?
a day.
Crazy.
This all happened like during a day.
You experienced the whole day.
Yeah. I was outside, I was at a school, I met some people there and shit. That was just my dream.
To me, that's crazy, man. Like these are really abilities,
I know.
Because
I'm speaking about it as if this happened to me in real life. That's why I'm saying, like, I have experienced it. I'm living a double life.
Because which download I just got is when you dream, some people don't even dream. Some people dream like hardly. But
yeah, I keep forgetting that.
When you really dream, when you're having real intense dreams, it becomes real because the only thing that's real in this realm is emotions.
Yeah.
Everything else is just illusion. Like everything we are experiencing through every sense is converted and translated into an emotion. So when you get access to the emotions of this dream, you get access to the knowledge and the experience.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying I'm living a double life.
Yes, you're
My
learning.
life never stops.
Yes, that's so crazy because that's just the ultimate cheat code. You're like doing everything that everyone wants to do, and that is to beat time. Everybody wants to beat time.
Yeah.
But you only beat time by just doubling it. You just live even while you're sleeping.
Yes.
So you learn because the purpose of life is to learn and grow and expand.
Yes.
Your spiral is like.
I learned a lot about my dreams.
It's crazy.
About humans, about emotions. Like I'm having a bunch of life experiences, and they couldn't all be more different from each other. And like I said, it's crazy to me that I never experienced it in real life, to be in a relationship with someone who is a drug addict, but I can now highly empathize with those people, why they are staying, what they are experiencing, what they're trying to do there. And the craziest thing to me is also to use my abilities that, I'm having abilities in the day-to-day that I'm training the longer I live, but I also have abilities in the dream that also get trained more and more. So, like I said, coming back to the story, I tried to tell him to face his emotions, and I could see his energetic body while he was having a seizure, and it was very dark and clouded. It was like some oil in his energy field. And I was like this while I was telling him, no, go through it, you can do it. Defeat them, the demons. But he couldn't do it. And it was like the oil was spilling onto me. That's why I was like, no, I need to protect myself right now. My spirit body is really getting attacked in that moment, even though it's not real life, where I have the physical body, my energetic body is the same as in real life and in the dream world. So that makes it a bit tough sometimes to wake up in the morning after a traumatic dream. Because I'm taking this experience into my day-to-day. I'm like, bro, I didn't want to see this, but I did.
Wow.
And I also got to say, my Oracle friends who I've talked to about this, they experience the same.
Again, wow. I just think I just made some new connections because this is a real powerful tool. And I'm also imagining or thinking about how many of so-called elites are using this tool because I don't know, to me it feels like to have such a strong connection to your dreams, you also have to have a really strong connection to yourself.
Yeah, to your spirit body.
To your spirit, to everything. Like you have to take care of yourself because when you're constantly drinking or constantly smoking or constantly bunch eating or whatever drug you're consuming, when you're doing that constantly and like in very big quantities.
Like most people. That's why most people don't dream, because a conventional lifestyle that is considered standard in our society won't let you dream.
Exactly.
It has you clouded enough to not dream at all.
Exactly. And that's so crazy to me because to me it even makes more sense now to understand like why the system or the tricks is polluting every aspect of life, because that's how you take the ability of people to dream. Like, because if I can give an example of our life, that's really how you use the cheat code dreaming. Because you, for example, one day was many times. But that's the thing. She's always practicing again and practicing again and practicing again because the universe always giving her the challenges. There was another time where you dreamed that I cheated on you in your dream. And she woke up, she was like mad as hell at me.
I didn't want to see his face.
Guys,
I was ready to throw hands. I was like, I wake up, I look at him in disgust.
Guys, I'm just waking up. I'm like, good morning, my love. How are you doing? She's like, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, my people pleaser is like, have I done something wrong? What is wrong here? What am I doing? I have to make her some tea. And the thing is, like, I'm always trying to help her to make her feel better. That's
Thank you.
a very good thing, but sometimes it gets control over me. But still, every time you're practicing to forgive me in your dreams, you're also practicing the act of forgiveness in real life. Because, well, automatically you are doing this here in the real life, in this life which we call real, because once you switch your consciousness into another life, that is real. But still, that's why also some ancient civilizations say that the dream world is real, like this is an illusion. But yes, every time you forgive yourself or me or another person because of something because you automatically, that's so funny, you are forced to forgive. You really have to learn that, or at least let go of it, because you cannot
have to, because people will say you're crazy.
Yeah, you cannot take this with you in the world because it's a dream.
Yeah.
Or it's only a dream. But,
from your subconscious.
But it is real, so
yeah,
automatically you are forced to deal with it. How you deal with that, that's up to you. That's up to everyone. But you get challenges, and that's the way to learn, because once you have this mindset like we have to always approach challenges and try to learn something from it, you're just ascending higher and higher and higher and higher to every dream, because you're always learning something. One day you are...
I'm living 2 lives.
Yes, many lives, many different lives.
Many lives, actually.
It's not even 2, it's like infinite lives, because every dream is a new experience. It's a completely new setting, completely new family, completely new city, completely new life, completely new abilities. Like you fly and stuff in your dreams, like you just do what you want.
I do what
She's
I want.
cheat coding money. She's
I build what I want.
She's like, okay, what do I want? Okay, now I'm a fashion designer. Now I'm this. Now I'm a moderate.
Now I have a woman-only employed fashion business. I'm like, I don't have a bathtub in real life. I'm tired. Like, let me go bathing in real life and let me build the most luxurious bathroom. I'm dreaming about bathrooms a lot.
Guys, she's even designing clothes.
Yes.
In her dreams.
And nails. I design in my dreams and then I do that in real life.
That's why we need to take a quick break.
Yeah.
Look at this. So guys,
amazing.
You saw it, right?
Like,
there were many times where Lizzie woke up and told me like, yeah, I have this vision of a new dress or new
I draw it,
combination or whatever.
I
like
show you. That's what I saw.
2 months later, you will see her in that vision. You will be like, yeah, that's the fit that I dreamed about. And that's so crazy because that's how people download stuff. I remember I saw a video once where it was an interview or something about Nikola Tesla, and when they asked him like, how did he get all those innovations, he said like he had a notebook right next to his bed, and every time he woke up, he opened a notebook and there was something written on it, and then he just followed the instructions and invented, or rather discovered, new science stuff.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like there's a bunch of library or just the Akashic records that you can get access to. You know, you can tap in. Like you take this out of it, and then you're just switching. Like you're switching the reality, switching the dimensions. You're just switching everything and just experiencing, and you're experiencing it all through this one soul, you know, and the soul is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
Soul that's experiencing all of this. That's so true. What I really want to tell you, what I have learned, since I have really tapped into my astral reality, is one thing that dreaming will teach you is limitless thinking. In the dream world, you will understand that there are no limits. Like, that's why the world looks like this, because people could envision it. They invented things through what they have envisioned. That's just download streaming. So a lot of times I've been hearing some misinformation about the astrals. Like, people will tell you can only see people you have seen in real life.
It doesn't really make sense.
That is not true. And
I think I also heard it once that people said you're only seeing people you saw in real life.
They will tell you a lot that you only these things you can do in your dreams. It's already limited.
Always limiting, yes.
Yeah,
exactly.
But I will tell you from my experience, the astral realm is limitless. It takes a lot of courage to go far in the astral, because most times when your spirit is not developed as much, it will want to protect itself from what it could possibly experience in the astral. I feel like my spirit has been through a lot of things, so it is probably a bit bored with only this incarnation, so that I will experience even more things in astral just for the sake of the experience, because that's really what my soul is trying to do.
Would you say that, or I don't know if you ever looked up to this method? You probably know it. It's called lucid dreaming.
Mm-hmm.
Is this what you would call lucid dreaming, or is there a more advanced level to it? Like, are you monitoring your whole vessel in the dreams, or sometimes, or it's just like you're observing what is happening?
Mm-hmm. So I would say there is a difference between lucid dreaming, which is a state, and controlled dreaming. Sometimes I will be lucid dreaming and it feels very real, and I can tell this dream experience is for me to learn in real life, something in this life. That's why I'm so close to it. That's why I feel it so deeply, like as if I'm half awake, I'm half asleep. I truly feel it with my own body, what is going on. So when I wake up, those learnings are so profound for myself because of those memories. Other than controlled dreaming, where it's like
You just fly around.
I just be doing shit. Like I'm just free. Like I do whatever I want.
The shape-shifting part of the control dreaming?
Yes,
crazy.
Absolutely.
She's shape-shifting. She's just becoming like, I don't know, birds and stuff.
And I also had to unlock that. It took years of consciously remembering my dreams. And what it really helped me to do is to look up less things. I don't look up as many things anymore. For example, I don't look up recipes to cook, because I know I have a huge data bank in my brain that I can make use of and should make use of. Sometimes I will even go in a dream and sit on a computer and research something and find out through the screen, and the next day I wake up and I research it and it's true. Yes.
But
because
do you do that by purpose, or
I don't always do it purposely.
But sometimes you Google something, then you wake up and Google it, and
yes, and I
you never heard that information before.
Exactly. Yes. Sometimes this information is for me to connect the dots for things in real life. But what I think is so funny is that my astral dreams are always in the third dimension. You know, so when I dream, everything is like the real world, but like I can lift this thing if I want to, you know? But it's not that I see some other dimensions, things, no.
But still, it's very interesting.
That's why I don't fly around in the Akashic records like in Interstellar, but will go to a computer because I know this from the third dimension and look it up, you know?
Yeah, but it's still interesting. Like dreaming, the whole experience of dreaming is just worth living, you know? To
Yeah.
experience this, like to dream. And I think or not every, but even dogs are dreaming and stuff, right? Like
Yeah.
many different animals. I don't think every animal could dream, but just the ones with higher consciousness. To be able to dream, like you're just experiencing something, you're just connecting something. It's so mysterious, you know.
It's very mysterious.
It's like the most mysterious experience in life, I think.
Yeah. I think,
Probably before death.
yeah. Or birth.
Or birth. But birth is
Crazy.
also like,
Why do you think we don't remember our birth, man? The crazy thing is our body remembers our birth. The trauma of our birth is stored within
it's crazy,
us.
man.
But we don't remember. That's crazy. I got a astral travel back into my mama womb.
Hey, you know which movie we should watch next? The Benjamin Button effect, or how is it called?
I don't like that movie.
You don't like the movie? But he's experiencing that in the movie. He's experiencing becoming older, but his physical age is becoming younger. So eventually one day he will be born, you know?
Yeah, I don't like that concept.
It's just interesting to me.
Yeah. So, King Conscious, I have a question for you today.
I love how you approach me with King Conscious. Thanks, Queen Maniac. Highly appreciate that.
Nie za что. Пожалуйста. So, what I was gonna ask is, remember I had the dream where you cheated on me.
Because Düsseldorf, it's not that long ago.
Was
The last time was in Düsseldorf.
I was referring to another time. This was not the first time that I had a dream.
Yeah,
that you cheated
it was
on
not the first time. Yeah, but that's why I said like you had this experience many times because you're becoming stronger and stronger and better at it. Like handle the situation, you know.
Yeah.
To just let out that frustration, anger.
Yes, because all this frustration is coming from my subconscious.
Your subconscious like.
How can I use her reality against her with this dream where she will learn today?
She has to let out that anger. What can I do?
Yeah.
I think I will let her cheat in her dreams, and then when she wake up, she has your subconscious is like programming your dreams. Then you wake up, and what happens? Do you want to share that?
You know, you mean when I had this dream when I woke up, how that was? Yeah, to me it was just very revealing that I still had to release a lot of stuck emotion from my past where I have experienced certain feelings. Because I have experienced in past relationships a lot of scarring from unfaithful partners that I was attracted to. So I have learned over time that I'm not worthy of the truth. And it really closed my throat too. And the only way to use my voice and speak for me was really out of anger. Like, I was angry towards every man after this scarring. Sometimes so subconsciously that you wouldn't even realize in real life when I'm talking to you. It goes as deep that I will experience and relive this experience by dreaming about it with my current day-to-day partner. That's how deep the scar has gone, you know? Years and years after this has happened, and a lot of healing has been going on within me, there will still be so little parts that you will have to resolve that will manifest themselves through a dream where, for me personally, where I see the message and I alchemize that experience by telling myself the reason why I'm having this dream is because there is something within me that I haven't resolved that could manifest this reality. So I'm asking myself, why am I picturing this reality in my dream? Why am I seeing it? It means that I'm already putting a certain amount of energy into that certain outcome, you know? So when I have these dreams, I wake up and I'm like, there is something that I can do today that will resolve those remaining aspects about myself that I still carry and manifest in some hidden aspects of my reality.
When I hear that this ability is used, I'm just really wondering how many people are dreaming out there.
It's not a lot of people.
Guys, if you dream, please let us know. I want to know what kind of dreams you have. Like, you don't have to be very personal, but just what kind of dreams and how deep you dream. Like, it would.
I heard a lot of people dream random as fuck shit, and it happens to me too.
I used to dream random as fuck shit too. Like, it really started this year for me to dream like very intense and very clearly, and waking up with emotions, being aroused, being like agitated, being like whatever after a dream. Like, I never used to have that back then.
You're really connected to the spiritual body.
Yes, like that's the thing. Like, I'm seeing on many aspects of life how I'm just connecting more and more and more with myself, because my dreams are becoming more vivid. Exactly, vivid. Yeah, my dreams are becoming more vivid. So I cannot have these kind of experiences you are having on that deep level, but I'm still like having compassion.
There's no need to compare anyway. Like, everyone experiences dreaming very different and individual.
Exactly. That's why I think like dreaming is such a nice topic to talk with people about, because everyone is really having their own experience. Some people are dreaming like, yo, I'm doing shape-shifting, I'm flying. Someone are like, I'm living different lives. The other one is like, I'm doing this. The other one's doing that. Like, it's just interesting to hear what people are talking about, you know? That's why I really want to know what these guys out there are dreaming about.
Please let us know and leave a comment. And if you don't want to talk about it, still leave a comment of love and appreciation.
Yes.
Hit like and share this conversation with your friends if they need some good company.
Yes. Hey, and thanks for stepping by with the young elders, man. Like, thanks for visiting your elders.
Thanks for coming.
I hope you guys are having fun so far, because like, we are loving the conversation, man.
Yeah.
It's really joyful.
This is a wonderful night we're having.
I hope you're enjoying your tea and your cookies and maybe
winter
some snacks,
season,
whatever.
Like, get cozy.
Yeah, get cozy. Get cozy and really just enjoy company, man. Like, to me, it feels like, I don't know, even though it's just the energy, you know? To me, it really feels like we're talking with people here and they're talking back, even though we are right now, physically, we're talking into the camera, but still, like, energy is always connecting, you know? Like, when you watch...
It really doesn't matter if the people are in the room with us right now. Like, I will receive every single watcher.
Exactly. And that's just like in life in general. Like, when you watch something, you get connected to it automatically. If it's a movie, if it's a series, if it's a docu-series, music video, like, you feel emotions, and the emotions are really the thing that is connecting everyone, you know? So, yeah, I just feel grateful to be able to speak in front of people and just share what we are sharing. And through this gratitude, I'm feeling connected with others, you know?
I express my gratitude towards life. When I speak, I do not back away from what is true.
Never. Never, never, never.
I know my truth. Truth is my safety. No weapons are formed against me when I'm in truth. Truth is my shield from all the fakers, from all the haters, from all the non-believers. You guys won't understand what's going on anyway. If you're a non-believer, you don't understand me.
Human beings in a mob. What's a mob to a king? What's a king to a god?
What's a God to a non-believer?
Who don't believe in anything. Hey, shout out to Ye, man. And Frank.
How do you know you are in truth, King Conscious? How do you know?
Hey, that's the question I wanted to ask you. And I forgot the question. I was like, okay, I got it.
No.
Okay, but yeah, I start first. So how do I know I'm in truth?
Yeah.
I was hoping to get an answer from her.
That's crazy.
So I don't have to answer this. But yeah, so that's how karma works, I think.
Wow. I really catch shit and send it back to you. See?
Truth. I've been talking a lot about truth on my social media lately, because I'm always thinking like people think that is true, but people don't really understand what truth means.
Hey, this looks like my eye.
Crazy. The eyes who see the truth.
Yes.
Exactly. That's how in alignment we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think there are a lot of people who haven't understand yet what truth really means because they're too stuck in their reality. That's why.
Wow, Gänsehaut moment.
That's why I say everything can be real, but truth is truth. People think that
people don't understand. Truth is knowing not to do harm to each other. That is truth.
Truth. Yeah, truth is like being in compassion.
It's
like
not debatable. Truth is not debatable. That's why it's the biggest protection. Because when you stand in truth, people cannot debate shit about you. Because you own what you are fully. Because truth is your owning yourself 100%. 100%. Red emoji.
I just think that for me, truth is just a very deep root. Because when you, like you said, when you stand in truth, like you cannot fall. Like no one can tear you down because you're in truth.
Truth is ancestral wisdom.
Truth is just no doubting, no worrying. It's just fully present,
Yeah, it is. It just is. It's not debatable.
Yeah. And
it's not influenced by anything. It does not fluctuate. It just stands.
And that's the thing. When you're in real truth, this truth will web into every aspect of life. Because you are radiating this truthful energy into everything, But when you're just stuck in your reality, it's like you don't have control over yourself because automatically to be in truth means to be in control of yourself, When you see how people are behaving with each other, they're just being controlled by different entities, They're being controlled not by themselves. They don't have this response flexibility to see like multiple choices within a situation and choose to consciously do that, consciously do this. Like I'm angry right now because I have to let go of that emotion, not like I'm just shouting at people who are
just letting it out uncontrolled.
Yeah, uncontrolled, like an uncontrolled vessel, like you're just opening and something
you're
is just popping
used,
out.
Possessed, kinda.
Exactly. And that's how I discovered that I am in truth, because really everything that I choose to do, not everything, but almost everything that I choose to do, I choose it by myself, you know, because, for example, I'm not fighting it. You don't fight truth because truth is truth. You wouldn't fight it if you know it's real.
There's
you
no
know
room for discussion.
exactly, exactly. It's not a lie. It's not that there's something behind it. It's not that.
It's not a deception.
Yeah, it's
like
not deception.
Most of what you hear.
It's just truth. Like, that's how you can describe truth. I hope everyone will understand what truth is. So when you're in truth, you're just so strongly connected to yourself, to what you are doing, to what you're saying, to what you are expressing, that actually we just don't give a fuck about anything else because you know it's truth, you know? But if you're not in control of yourself, you're automatically not in truth. So you're just stuck in the reality you're living. You just
and
believe.
That reality is not orchestrated by your highest truth. It is orchestrated by your beliefs towards a reality. You think it's like that. That's why you're experiencing it like that. But is it your highest truth? What your soul is wanting for you in your highest potential? I think it's so interesting how for most people it is a crazy thought to go after your truth and live out your truth. Because when they see people who are in truth, many even get intimidated because they don't discuss with you, they don't question you, they don't try to throw stones at you because they know you have a shield. They know they just hurt themselves. We're like a mirror. Being in truth will always be a mirror to those around you. Because to be in truth, you really gotta be very vulnerable, very transparent, very open, and stand for it. That's what it means to stand for yourself 100%. It's like not only the good things about yourself, also the very bad things about yourself. Like the things we talked about in the beginning, the shadows. You gotta love your shadows to freely celebrate your highest highs and accept both of them as yourself. That is truth. So many people only want to see the best of themselves. That's why they suffer a lot, because every single time they're not living according to their expectations, they're suffering with all this guilt, how they should be doing amazing all the time.
Truth is one.
Yeah, it doesn't know no separation. You cannot be only this. You are both. Do you love all of it? Because most people don't. And that's why they get intimidated by people who do. And somebody's got to do it. That's why all people love those who are in truth. Because you get inspired, no matter if they triggered you or not. They trigger something in them, and you got to be grateful that they're opening a door for you to ask yourself a question about your beliefs. If we was all in truth, everyone was living in truth, we would understand that a lot of us have very different belief systems.
Yeah, it would be so interesting to communicate that.
Yes.
If people could just authentically and freely
liberated
communicating with each other, you know, that would be so inspiring. That's why we are really doing such an important job, and others too. We get inspired by others who do the same, who just being authentically themselves, to being in truth, you know, that inspires us to also be in truth so we can inspire others. And I think to be in truth is a very controversial thing, especially in the world in which we live right now. To be in truth is like, it's an exception. And that's so interesting that to be in truth is an exception in this society. That just shows what society is based on and rooted in, you know?
Yeah.
That's that's the thing.
We're all little soldiers. We're all supposed to be a little military.
3 hours later.
Welcome back, guys. We had an unexpected break because Spirit told us to go to the kitchen and snack a bit. So we was recording, and all of a sudden it said my storage is full. And it was exactly when his fuel kind of ran out because I cut him off and he forgot his thought. And he was like, should we take a break? I'm like, yes, let's go eat some snacks. So we just ate and now we're back and better than ever after these snacks.
Yo, this is gourmet for people. This is not even snacks.
Yeah, we are gourmet level. That's how I know. I never eat a regular snack. They just bore me, you know? I know what is possible with a snack. You can put this and this and this and this, and only if you have a very fine taste palate, then you can taste certain things. Like we talked about the chocolate with the salt. Some people's taste buds are so messed up, they won't even.
Hey, bless the taste buds of the people, man. Like, yo, we're eating some stuff, unfortunately, but I can tell you, once you cleanse your tongue and
brush your tongue, clean your tongue.
You really have to cleanse your tongue from inside,
and
also from outside. But still, there are so many things to taste out there. Whoa, that's why we talked about it.
That's why we're here on Earth.
You're ready, summer. Sommer.
And he is a Taurus moon. He loves the experience. Like, part of being a human for you is definitely played out in experiencing foods. It's like one of your favorite experiences as human.
Hey, it's so crazy, man. I just love food so much.
Yeah.
There are some people who don't love food that much. It's so crazy to me. But it's also part of the experience.
It activates a wide range of emotions in you, food. That's beautiful.
But you know what I think? I would say people who have a bad relationship to food, they must be traumatized. Because food is life, you know. When you are not in a good relationship with something that is essential for life, that cannot be natural or healthy, you know. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Because the universe gave us that to be in a good relationship with. So you can procreate, you can...
In your highest potential.
In your highest potential, live and pass things on and so forth.
Like I said, in your highest potential, because especially with something as primal as food, something of the first things you do as a human being, it is very... it happens fast that people get traumatized with their relationship to food. It can happen for people when their access to food is denied since they were born, when they couldn't latch on properly to get breast milk from the mother. These are things that can alter your perception to gaining nourishment deeply, because food is nourishment, and I feel like not a lot of people see that nourishment is self-love. And I think with the food choices, it really shows who really loves themselves. Because once you understand that food has the ability to keep you strong and healthy and well nourished, or you take the choice, you make the choice and you go to McDonald's and it's a literal attack on your body. Some people get so used to it that one day they wake up and they get told they have cancer and they're like, what?
Out of nowhere.
Yeah. But it was in all these food choices people made, because there is just a distorted relationship to the food, and it happens to a majority of people through programming. I remember from my teenage years, a lot of anorexia was going on, underweight girls, where groups were formed where they starved together to be very thin. Yeah, there's a lot of ways how your distortion to the nourishment of food can play out as what I'm thinking and what I've experienced.
I wanted to ask you a question. Do you think can deceive in truth?
Deceive who?
Whoever, somebody else or someone's else, but is it possible?
You know, what I'm thinking is no. Because I asked, deceive who? because you can only deceive yourself. You don't go ahead and deceive if you wouldn't do the same to yourself. I don't go ahead and deceive myself, so I don't have the urge to deceive someone. And why do I not have the urge? It's because I'm in truth. Deception is manipulation. And why do I have to try to change the perspective of people, deceive them, when everything about myself is truth, undebatable? You get what I'm saying here?
Mm-hmm.
So I think deception is the opposite of truth, to be honest. I don't think they go hand in hand.
Do you think that deception and lie are two different things, two separated things? Is every lie a deception, but not every deception a lie?
They're not the same.
Just also in terms of energy.
I feel like to deceive is a strategy. Like you're trying to change those things. So people have this perception of you. It's controlling and manipulative. But for them, it's not necessarily a lie. For them, it's their truth. This is how they experience reality, so they think it is the truth. But how do we find out that it is the truth? Is to just look behind the truth and ask who made this truth. Was it your mind or your heart? And that's how you will sometimes find out the difference between truth and deception. Because for deception, someone uses up all their mental masculine energy. Truth cannot be possible without the feminine aspect, the accepting of what is truth, the empathizing of truth. Truth contains empathy. Truth to me means I also see your truth. I also understand your truth. It can be completely different from mine. So that's why I think when everybody is in truth, that is kinda a key to harmony.
I had this interesting idea right now that there's like this real oneness and fake oneness. For example, if people are only seeing their one perspective, they're only seeing one, which they think is oneness.
They see one dimension.
Yeah. But they just see
funny.
they see the one in one dimension and not in oneness.
Yes.
But if people are being in oneness,
oneness includes all dimensions.
Exactly. Oneness is just everything. It can also be one only, but it can be everything, like at the same time, because in mathematics, or probably if that term exists in spiritual mathematics, you can say like everything is born out of the one. 7 is just 7 times the one. The one is like in everything,
Very interesting. I don't follow the mathematics aspect so much. So that's a very interesting fact for me. I don't understand why it works like that, but it's definitely an interesting fact.
Some people are stuck in their fake oneness.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
And are able to see that, oh, okay.
Fake oneness.
That one person is feeling this. We're always thinking in this society, I think, that feelings and emotions are not part of the truth, because they're so suppressed,
That's so crazy.
But once you realize that nor your thoughts or your emotions are your truth, that you're just experiencing them,
Yes.
You're just experiencing everything.
All dimensions, because I think emotions can also be explained as an own dimension, like an own layer of this human experience. The emotional body of physically feeling emotions traveling through your body, like when you get physically sick because someone betrayed you.
There are also so many examples where people develop diseases because of their emotional body. That's like trauma manifesting in your physical form, People are developing ALS or cancer or dysfunctions or whatever, because that energy is stored so deeply there.
Yes.
And they couldn't remember often. They can't remember. That's why therapy is so helpful sometimes. They started to remember, and so they could release these emotions and feel into them, because the body is very slick. When the body's traumatized, sometimes it will just shut down and close. That's why they can't remember, because the body closed the door and didn't store any so-called memory, or rather the mind, but the body never
body
forgotten.
remembers.
The body remembers, but the mind was like, okay, shut down.
Yeah, and there's no connection, no memory. Because what is a memory without a feeling?
But then you grow up, your body just knows that feeling.
Yeah.
It just stores that emotion.
Stuck.
And once they get into hypnosis or whatever and discover this part of their truth again, that's why I'm always talking about part of the truth, because there's so many parts of it. They could release these emotions and could address them and experience them and just let go of them. And then the so-called disease dissolved. That's so crazy,
Yeah.
That's so simple, but also so complicated for the system to understand that not everything is medicinal or medical. Yeah.
I can recommend the book, The Anatomy of the Spirit, that we read by, what's her name?
I don't know, but we will put it exactly here.
Yeah, I can highly recommend that book.
It was a very good book.
Yeah, explained a lot to me and had parts of myself just awaken.
It's really the Beninging of the time.
How is it to be so amazing?
Well, the funny thing is, I don't really think I'm amazing, but what I do think is that I'm just so unapologetically authentic. And that can be very mesmerizing, because back in the days, like I said, I always was a very shy person. I didn't see people seeing me because I didn't saw myself. The older I get, the more I realize that people really like me. Like, I don't really have enemies out there. Everyone's really like me.
That's very cool.
And one day I just realized that it's because I'm just so authentic. For me, it's just like people like me for being me. I don't take that too high. I don't know how to say it, because I just appreciate it, because I'm not doing anything, It's not like someone who's like playing this basketball game is really good at it and everyone's like, yo, I like him, blah, blah. Because I'm just being me. There's nothing else I could do. But yeah, so I don't see myself as amazing. I just see myself as authentic. And I think people just like that so much because they are not able to be authentic themselves.
This was like a song to my ears. I was like,
yeah.
That was a beautiful song.
People, man, be authentic. Just be yourself. But it's a journey. It's really a journey.
Yeah, and it has its downs and its ups and its
everything.
Downs. And it's ups and it's downs and it's ups and it's downs and it's ups and it's downs and it's ups.
So, party people, we thank you very much for visiting the young elders, man. Really paid a visit to your elders. Hope you also paid a visit to your parents and grandparents and just your
we give you $20 now in your hand when you least expect it.
Yeah, this was really a lovely episode. I really enjoyed it very much. I hope you also enjoyed it, man. Leave a like, leave a share, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, leave a subscribe, leave everything. We highly appreciate y'all.
Stay updated for our next video. If you like this episode and you wanna see more subscribers, every week a new video coming. Mwah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
See y'all next time.